First and last name, Seth Luker, you know. You can add me on Instagram. It's very simple. It's Seth Luker _. My next bout, probably in February, January, late January.
Okay.
For Combat Night. So just go to follow, like I said, follow Combat Night and go to the link and buy tickets. It'll all be there.
Do they have like a subscription on the the Fight Night channel, or like?
Mm-hmm.
They do?
Yeah, they also have what's it called? Pay-per-view. So if you can't make it to the fights live, they have a link for that too.
I want to make it to a show in Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I said, they can come live in Orlando, or they have a link for pay-per-view.
Yes. I'm sorry, go ahead. I don't want to cut you off.
No, that's it.
Okay.
One more you are.
Alright, okay. Alright, so like I said, I did the introduction already. It's already rolling. So
oh, okay.
You're good. I'll edit out whatever we need to edit out. Peace show. So go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself. I'm already dropping things. We're gonna edit that out. Holy moly! I probably should have just emptied my pockets beforehand. But okay. We'll start there for now.
Yeah, man, I'm old. I'm 24.
Oh,
25 actually. See, I don't even remember my age. Just CTE for you.
Pretty young.
No, I'm 24. I'm Seth Luker. You know, I'm from Victoria, Texas.
Nice.
A small city, 60,000 people. Small fight community too.
Nice.
They it's more underground brawls and barnyard fights and shit like that where I'm from. So. I was 2-0 in Texas before I came here, and
underground.
And one of those fights isn't even on my record, so like that's how like underground it is. Like you got fans placing bets on you and shit.
Is that just a smaller like community fight, or what's an underground?
Oh, it's barnyard fights. You go and fight at bars, and people pay to see it, or there's not even real managers and stuff.
Just like a local. Okay, yeah.
There's nothing like professional about it. There's no weight class. There's no resume. There's nothing. It's like, you want to fight? Okay. So in school, I got in a lot of fights in school. I got kicked out when I was young, and then moved back again when I was like 16, and left again when I was 19, living with strippers and shit, because I was a bouncer at a strip club for a while. But before that, yeah, I got in fights in high school. And I also was I guess you could call a plug. I sold weed in school. I sold an ounce to my science teacher one time. And come to find out, long story short,
botanical greed.
That was years ago, man. That was years ago. But no, I did that for a long time. It was a rough upbringing, man. It was,
interesting.
Big business ties. So
a whole lot tough.
No, but so that was basically I made a name for myself in school doing that.
Hell yeah.
And I got on the baseball team. And I just started playing ball. But I played baseball since I was 4, so all the way up from 4. I've always been interested in sports. So when I was 4, all the way up to my junior year in high school, I was playing baseball. In my junior year...
So you started with T-ball?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. But in my junior year, I quit playing. Just some drama. I started on varsity as a freshman. I was playing with these guys for a long time. And then when they left, these newcomers were coming up and they wanted to do the same things that we were doing. Dude, we were dipping in that sunflower seeds everywhere. We had messes we cleaned up, but people were lazy, and basically there was messes everywhere. People got blamed for it. I wasn't having it. Quit the drama, so I just quit the team. So
Okay, so do you think that's still a thing today? Sunflower seeds on the field? Because I was at a
Yeah,
game.
100%.
Are they allowed to still have them?
They should.
You should be. I think
you're not allowed to have dip. People are still dipping. So
yeah. I was just curious. I saw
like 14, you're all dizzy at the batter's cage. Like
I saw the sign for like no sunflower seeds on the baseball field. So I was like, huh, interesting.
They also changed the Pledge of Allegiance in schools and the ABC song. So they're yeah, shit's changing.
I didn't
for the worse.
All right, fair enough. So how did you get into? So it started with the barnyard fights, right?
Yeah, well, I got into that through school, and then
school.
So people were.
Yes.
I was going to a lot of parties, and that's where a lot of it would go like viral, and people were starting to notice that, and so
I would not mess with you.
My friends actually got me introduced. Right?
I was just saying that. You come down the hallway, okay, I'm going this way.
My friends actually got me introduced to when I was young.
Sorry.
They got me into that. So they got me into these little underground fights that they would host. So most of my audience was my high school and like some adults that would like come to watch and like place bets. It was kind of ghetto, dude.
Where'd you go? Is it down here in the winter or not winter?
Cuero, Texas.
Oh, Texas.
So
okay.
in Victoria, Texas, it's like it's the biggest city where I'm from. Huh?
It's hot.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I would say I'd love to go. But
no, it's hot. It's dry. It's very dry.
Interesting.
Yep.
Interesting.
But so. What was I talking about?
Oh, we're talking about Cuero, Texas.
Cuero, Texas.
Cuero.
Cuero.
Yes, C-U-E-R-O.
Like yeah, they actually have like.
Oh, like about.
Dude, that town is so weird. But anyway, so
no, like
it's so small. So like where I'm from, I live in the boondocks, and Victoria, Texas is the nearest city, like closest to me, and it's the biggest one.
Okay.
And then Cuero, Texas, is where I went to high school, and it's actually a little bit further than Victoria, but
interesting.
It's a small town. It's only 6,000 people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
and the grocery store.
Dude, they were so weird. Like 2.
Oh.
Dude, they were so weird too. They had like turkey fest runs.
Oh, cool.
Like races. Like they would race turkeys, and they've been doing it for like apparently centuries.
Oh,
like, yeah, that town's old too.
Do they keep them every year? Or?
Yeah, there was this one turkey named Ruby, and she was like the champion every year. And they got brand new turkeys.
Let's go, Ruby! Let's go.
But yeah, my friends basically supported my fight career.
Yeah.
They basically supported it. So.
Yes.
And then in Victoria, when I graduated, I went to Flow State Academy. So when I graduated, I immediately got into training. So because I knew this is what I wanted to do since I was maybe 14, 15, 13. But I started loving it and having an interest for it when I was like 9. I started playing the video game and I started watching it at 9.
Interesting.
UFC 09 was my favorite.
So okay. So now you got into it. So you were introduced to it at 9.
Yeah.
And then you got into it very soon after, less than.
I seriously started training after high school.
What did that look like for you, training? Like,
So I went to Victoria at Flow State Academy. It's through Greg Jackson. And they're branched off though, so it's anyways, my head coach was Kobe Motor.
Yep.
And when I went in there, with a buddy of mine. His name is Anthony Tunchez. And we were best friends at the time. I was actually living with him and we were doing business, like, you know.
Yes.
And
business.
Yeah. So, but he was actually an MMA fighter too. And he got me introduced to them. So when he took me over there, I remember I was just sparring a new guy, and I was showing promise because I wasn't hitting him hard, but I wasn't getting touched, and they thought that was interesting. So, but then they basically let me train for free for a little bit, and then I paid my dues as time went on. So, but I got like plugged in through Anthony, and they let me train there. And then so when I seriously started training, and I would spar on Saturdays when the pros would come in, I'd meet everybody. I remember crying every weekend for like 4 months straight, maybe a little longer than that. Like every weekend, I remember just driving home crying because I got my ass beat.
Yeah.
These guys are elite level athletes, and
they know exactly where to.
well, it's a make it or break it situation. I told them what I wanted to do, and they put me through the ring of fire, and I'm still here today.
Yup.
But no, tough fighters, badass gym.
Absolutely.
But yeah, so I'm originally from Flow State Academy, and then
13.
13 what?
You got into this at 13.
I started like fighting.
Was that full pads?
At 13? No, that was street fighting. That was like I said, that was just barnyard fights, dude. I didn't even have.
Oh, so that means okay, just
like we taped our hands. We didn't even wrap our hands. We taped them with duct tape. Like, yeah, but no, yeah. After I was training there for like 3.5 years.
Tough.
At like Flow State, maybe more like 3 years, a little less than 3 years, and then it started going on and off around like the 1.5 year mark because after 1.5 years, I got a job as a bouncer, and that's when stuff got hectic. That's when stuff got hectic. Fucking doing cocaine off the table and fucking making it rain on.
You never know who you meet.
You never know who you meet.
Literally. Okay.
No, dude, I've had bottles broken over my head. I've had pull sticks hit on my leg.
Just tell people.
Been jumped by bikers. I've been stabbed in my butt cheek. Almost run over multiple times. Shot at.
That's wild.
Dude, it was hectic. I was there maybe 2.5, 3 years. So like, when I graduated high school at 18, right?
Yeah.
Training seriously for like 1.5 years, and then I had my fight, and then I'm 20, and then I got my job as a bouncer, and I'm still training, but it's on and off. Yeah. Then I have my second fight, and then now I'm on top of the world. Yeah. So like where I'm from, like. Being 2-0 where I'm from, it's like it's just such a small city. It's like so everybody knows everybody.
So you're 2-0. Where is this? Tell us.
In Victoria, Texas.
Victoria, Texas.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
what promotion is that at? Sorry. Do you remember? I know it's a lot of it.
Real Steel? I don't. It was so.
It's okay for now. Yeah, no. A lot of things pass my mind, including a lot of current things.
Right.
So my next question is okay.
Real metal cage? Something cage fights, yeah.
Yes. My next
I really
question.
don't remember though.
Yeah. Wait. No. What was that? Sorry.
I really don't remember though. This is too much hits to the face.
It is so funny. All right. Before actually this next question, before you go out to prepare yourself for a bout or a fight, do the lights bother you?
No, I love the lights.
Okay.
I love the lights.
I have to ask. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. You can talk.
I don't want to cut you off.
No, you're good. You can talk.
Full answer. I feel like there's gonna be more to that.
No, I bask my lights. You know, I live for it. It's my bread and butter.
I have to always ask because that's what really got me into the business back then. Like, oh, I love the expectation of the lights, like really far. But now up close, I'm like, oh, these dim lights. But honestly, I love it. You're absolutely.
Well,
right. It makes it.
Yeah, and you're so there's so much adrenaline in your body. It's almost like you're floating. Like the butterflies start filling up in your stomach, and you start to float. Like you start to like feel like really. I don't feel more alive than when I do in the octagon. That's when I feel most alive. So.
Okay, feeling alive in the octagon. What about makes that? What about feeling alive being in there?
It's primitive. It's primal. There's nothing like. There's nothing. I don't want to say demeaning. There's nothing more competitive. I should say. There's nothing more competitive or like. There's nothing higher than like saying, yeah, you can beat me in a basketball game, right? Or yeah, you might be able to beat me in this video game, but dude, I can fuck you up. So I can kill you right here. So it's like,
right.
It's like that's like the ultimate tier, right? Is fighting. So like, why not?
Yeah.
go for something like that. So
That's interesting.
I wanted to be, and I knew I wanted to be the best in the world at something. So, and I figured this is definitely where I'm at. I've devoted myself to it. There's nothing else that I thought I was good at besides baseball, but that wasn't going to get me anywhere. So this was the next route, and I knew I always wanted to be an athlete. So
What position in baseball?
shortstop.
Okay, this is the best. All right. So with that being said, lights don't bother you.
No, I love the fans. I love the lights. I love the octagon. I love the feel. I love the gloves. I love the wraps. I love my coaches. You know, I love everything about it. I love my team. Yeah. I actually love my current gym. American Top Team Longwood is the best gym in the world.
American
No,
Top
it's
Team
Flow
Longwood.
State, but
American Top Team Longwood.
American Top Team
We'll make sure we
Longwood.
put that in the bottom. somewhere.
Joe Pernia, man, that guy is a menace to society. He actually adopted me into that gym, man. I'm so glad he did.
I'm gonna have to.
He actually didn't like me at first, but I'm glad that he came around to me. So
Yeah, you're a likable person. No, I wouldn't. So, my next question: the lights don't bother you. So, how do you mentally prepare for a fight when, especially facing a tough opponent?
lots of weed, food, and mental preparation. Motivational speeches in my ears,
Yes.
you know.
Yes.
And I always just tell myself though in my head that there's nobody better than me. I'm unstoppable. I'm unbeatable, and I've always had that belief for so long. I think it's just because my belief is so high in myself that I never really have. Like I've never even envisioned myself like losing.
Yeah.
Or ever.
It sounds
Or
like.
ever getting beat, you know. It never runs through my mind, so therefore I just don't get nervous.
I like that answer. It sounds like just.
Well, I mean, I do get nervous, but it's not a bad nervous. It's a good
Right.
nervous. You know what I mean?
Right, and by your answer, it sounds like just being yourself, living daily life as just you normally would.
Yeah.
You know, and it's still training for that. You know, I like that answer because it signifies that you're not worried about that next bout. You're gonna continue training. I like that. You're not. There isn't a.
Yeah, even if I gotta, God forbid, even if like I
Not freaking
can't
out.
fight anymore or something happened, yeah, like my redness
it
tore or something like that, I would go into coaching, and I used to coach, but I don't know more
Not
because
forbid
I
that.
fight full time now, but
Yeah,
yeah,
that's good. That's a good answer. Just doing.
I would just go into coaching. I would never stop training though, never stop.
How do you handle the pressure of fighting on such a big stage? Well, I guess you gotta answer that.
That's a good throw. Yeah.
Okay, so let's.
I envision my family a lot too, I guess. My family plays a lot into my motivation to go into the cage and to fight on the big stage, so.
Okay. My next question, I guess, I don't want to jump into the next question after question. I'm sorry. The guy I spoke to earlier today is a fighter from Austria, so I talked a little bit about like international fighting with him, and he explained that he travels quite a bit from destination to different promotion to X, Y, and Z.
Is he a pro fighter?
I'm still
Did he say or no?
I'm still learning. I think so. He's contracted.
Oh yeah, he's a pro then probably, yeah.
But I'm curious. Is that something that like you want to do?
Oh yeah. The UFC is the ultimate goal.
Okay.
So,
Is
yeah.
that something that you're doing now?
What?
Like traveling back and forth? I'm curious.
Oh.
Because you're going to Kissimmee. That's
I've only fought here in Florida, really. So.
Is that in Kissimmee?
I fought in Kissimmee.
Okay.
Yep.
So do you go somewhere else at the moment, other than the American?
So it's one promote. I mainly fight for one promotion, but they go to.
Sorry.
No, you're good. I mainly fight for one promotion. It's Combat Night. So, but they go in all sorts of locations in Florida.
Where can
Central,
we,
South,
Where can we watch Combat Night? Because I don't know. I'm going to know. Viewers want to know.
So if you go on, there's actually links to it. It's actually really easy to get to if you have Instagram. If you go on Instagram and you just follow Mitchell Chamali or combatnight.com. That's an easy. Just go straight on the internet, combatnight.com.
Is it on
Mitchell
YouTube?
Chamali. You can follow him on Instagram. Follow Combat Night on Instagram.
Write this down.
Yeah. And they have links on their profile. You just click on their link to buy tickets,
dope.
my merch, it's all kinds of stuff. So.
Is that in Kissimmee? Sorry.
No, they're based in Central Florida. They're based here in Orlando.
Orlando.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you have matches here too in Orlando.
Huh?
You have matches.
Yeah. Most of my matches for them are in. I try to be homebody, so most of my matches here in
When's your next
Orlando.
match?
So I was supposed to fight this weekend actually for a different promotion, but
Does it happen so soon? Does it happen so soon? Like, sounds pretty sus.
That's a good question. That's a good question. It depends. If you had a bad fight, like you got knocked out, you probably shouldn't fight for like 6 months to a year maybe, or like something like that. But
That's interesting.
if you
You have to nurse those injuries.
but if you had a good fight, you didn't, and you came unscathed, like you got a first round knockout, then yeah, you should fight next month. Like you're good. So especially if you're still in shape, yeah, you're good.
Next month. That's what
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
So less than 3 weeks to fully train, and then heal.
Yeah, most fighters stay in shape, so.
Yes, but
Especially if they're like actively competing.
yeah, I mean, I guess at some point, this is tough. This is tough stuff. All right. I wouldn't be able to do it. I would do maybe 10 seconds is a long time.
I'm actually glad that it's being more recognized as like an international sport now because it used to be just a barbaric.
I love the aspect of it. What I really am able to appreciate is it's not wrestling, you know. It has its own whole aura to it, which is amazing. What I really love is that people put personality on before they come out. Like it doesn't have to be music, but just like Sean O'Malley, like just stuff like that. Like that just sets people apart.
Yeah.
Like, who cares if you lose? You got over with all these people who are gonna support you if you lose or whatever. I love that. That to me is just like
Yeah, that's why fans are important.
yeah, no, they are.
Yeah, you gotta love your fans.
They are. It's interesting. It's very interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay, so let's say after a workout, I'm not sure if that's night or day or in the morning. What's your go-to? What's your go-to meal? It could be a meal. It could be a snack. It could be a beer. It could be a drink. It could be one.
So typically I train
vegetable.
Yeah.
It could be whatever.
Yeah.
What's that one go-to?
Typically I train like anywhere from like 5 to like 9 or 6 to 8 every day.
Okay.
If I can make mornings, I try to make the mornings, but most days I can't make the mornings. But
that's a long time.
Yep. I do pools too. I have a pool route that I do in the mornings. So
pool route?
Yep.
Like a swim pool?
Yep, swimming pools.
Okay.
I do like clean pools.
Oh, okay.
I'm a pool boy, so
Okay.
yeah. And then,
Nice.
but I'm done. It's quick work. But
Yeah,
so.
it's fun. I've seen some of that too.
But most days I can't make it. But when I do get off early, I go. So I'm typically training once to twice a day, every day. Anywhere from 3 to 4 hours every day. So
that's a long time.
So after, especially if I'm like really tired on Saturday, I'm going to Chipotle.
Okay.
Yeah, I like Chipotle a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. Lots of protein.
Chipotle heavy.
I eat rice almost every day. Protein. I think it's just like I don't know.
And pub subs. Pub subs go hard. In Texas, or at least where I'm from, there isn't a Publix, so I didn't know anything about Publix. So
yeah, I'm from Wisconsin. We didn't have that out there. I got here, I was like, wait, what's a pub sub? But you know, pub subs are always they're great. I always go for the roast beef. Everyone goes for the tender. What is it? The chicken tender, the buffalo chicken tender.
No, I just get it like bacon. I like bacon.
Okay,
bacon. Dude, I make what's called like a jalapeno popper sub. It's like bacon. It's mayo, honey mustard, bacon, jalapenos, and Chipotle.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, Chipotle. I like the answer. That's so funny. I love that answer. Actually. I love it. That's probably what I would say. Honestly, who wouldn't say that? It sounds amazing.
It is. Dude, it's amazing.
You can change it up every time you go.
Like after work, I don't care if it's like 11. Like they just opened, I'll still go get it.
So you said 3 to 4 hours working out.
Yeah.
That's a very long time for a combative sport, and I know that personally because I I participate in a combative sport where it requires your entire body going up and down, turning, spinning, slamming, let alone someone taking their, their left foot, right foot, whatever, and clocking me multiple times throughout the head, and then getting up doing drills, and then sparring, and then wrestling, and doing jiu-jitsu, and doing all that on top of MMA kickboxing. How do you... Headaches? That's the first thing that comes to mind.
Like I said, my family's my biggest motivation. So my kid and my soon-to-be wife, so they motivate the hell out of me. So
that's the hydration. How do you?
So it's funny. I have a glass, a specific glass that I drink out of every day.
Yes.
In the house, and I drink out of that glass maybe all day, throughout the day, all day. So that's really my main hydration. I put salt in some of them. So
do you get
salt and water really help a lot?
Do you get headaches a lot though?
So
a fighter?
So staying hydrated, like you mentioned hydration. So staying hydrated is key to like not getting headaches. So no, I don't really get headaches.
That's interesting.
And I think it's because of water.
Did you at first when you first started?
When I was younger, yeah. When I just started doing when I was fighting in school as a teenager and stuff like that, I was stupid. Yeah, I didn't know anything. I was very uneducated.
Do you So you don't take anything for like aspirin or Tylenol or just normal medication. Other medications. With the column where it says do you take X, Y, and Z, other that's that.
Yeah.
That's a medicinal charge. Yeah. All right. I love it. Okay. So how do you balance this one's good. How do you balance your personal life with the intense schedule of being a fighter? How do you correlate? And then on top of work and then anything shows.
So I try to like have everything like schedulized. I try to have everything like routine. Like I wake up in the morning, I take care of my son, make sure he's good, and I leave for work. I go do my work. 2.
He's 2. Nice.
I leave for work, and if it's early, like it's 11 and I got off, I'll go to the gym and train, then I'll come home and chill, and then I'll go train again. If it's not early and I'm off at like 1 or 2, then I'll just come home and chill until I go to afternoon training and hang out with my kid, play games, do shit like that, smoke. So
is that mapped out? Like for me, I'm learning like it's nicer to see it like in person, like I guess like in paper, paper. Is that? Do you need to do that? I don't need to.
No.
With stuff like that. Okay.
It's crazy. My memory's not the greatest anymore, but I can. But like when I try to live like in a routine schedule, I tell myself every day to try to. So like in my head, I'm constantly in my head.
I think it's healthy too, just to help your brain exercise.
Yeah. So there's that, and then as far as like socializing and hanging out goes, like. I cook here a lot. I drink beer too, so my friends come and drink with me. Like we play Dungeons and Dragons on Sundays, man. Like we have a drink and fuck it up with our imagination.
Let me know if you need D.
I drink Miller Lite. That's my favorite beer.
I got some at home. Actually, at the library. Miller Lite. Okay.
Yeah, that's my favorite beer.
Okay. D&D. Dungeons and Dragons.
Yep.
Lots of role playing.
Yep. And I just got into that recently, so that's new to me, but it's fun.
Oh no, D&D is really fun, especially if you get a group that's the game master or the
dungeon master.
My brother.
Oh, okay, yes, the dungeon master.
He's so good at it too.
Yes, yeah. He makes the whole thing just
He's
so much
great.
better. And as long as you have someone good that can storytell like that, the whole game's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
You got people excited just to get in there and just tell us. It's fun. I love it.
Dungeons and Dragons is
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Our whole party is basically
it can be funny,
fun.
I try to make it funny. Like, you can make it real fun. Like I'm an owling. My name is Butthole.
It took me a while to figure out like how to understand it. Like I didn't get it at first. I think after the first time of me like dying with my character, redoing everything, finding all the pieces I need.
From the land of diarrhea, looking for the land of silver.
Something like that.
Looking for Narnia.
Narnia, yes. So tell me about What's the name of this promotion? It's on camera. Oh my god. Tell me about the wrestling promotion that's near here in Florida, in Kissimmee. What's the name of that? Pro.
Wrestling promotion?
No, not wrestling promotion. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, see? The business leaked over. Okay. Tell me about the fighting promotion that's here in Kissimmee that you wrestle for. CP? No. Is it CP?
CP.
Is it Fight Night Pro?
Or Combat Night?
Fight Night
Combat.
Pro. Fight Night Pro.
No, wait.
Combat Night is the organization I fight for.
Wait, CBO? Wait, no. Combat Pro.
Yeah, Combat Night Pro.
CP. It's just CP. There's no.
Yeah.
Oh.
What's
I
the
guess
other
3
one?
letters.
CNP.
Wrestling thing.
CNP.
What's the one that you were just about to fight for? PK? No, that's PK.
Oh, you're talking about PKB. Is that what you're talking about? PKB, the kickboxing the point kickboxing promotion.
I don't know. It's in Kissimmee.
Yeah,
It was you versus.
that's Combat Night. That's Combat Night.
Let's see.
I fought at Kissimmee once.
Combat Night Pro. Yes.
Yeah.
Noah Bernard versus you versus Noah Bernard.
Yes.
Last February. A while ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
How did you come back? How did you come about that opportunity? Combat Pro, right?
So, Combat Pro. Okay, Combat
Is it-
Night. So,
Sorry, is that the name of it?
yeah.
Okay.
Combat Night.
Combat Night. Is it Combat Night?
Yep.
Okay, Combat Night Pro.
So,
Tell me about Combat Night Pro. Yes.
So,
Yes.
my buddy, my coach Joe, got me linked up with
Joe over at
Joe Pernia, Longwood Maritime team.
Boom. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Yep.
he got me involved with Mitchell, which is the CEO of Combat Night.
Combat
And
Night, okay.
he books my fights.
How long have they been in business? Not like in business, but like, are they new to like this area? Like.
No, they've been having Combat Night for a while.
Okay.
I don't know exactly how long, so don't quote me. I'm assuming it's been around for 10 years. I know that it's been around for 10 years probably.
Interesting. Okay. So give me one long term and one short term goal that you want to accomplish over the next year or so.
Quit vaping. Quit vaping and long term.
That could be long term or
Yeah,
short
long
term.
term. All right.
So
Short term.
Okay.
Long term.
So we'll do that one short term.
Long term goal, get in the UFC.
Ooh, in the UFC.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Now is UFC.
I feel like I'm gonna go pro regardless, but get the UFC is the ultimate goal.
Okay. TKO. Is that like the same formality we're talking?
The what?
TKO UFC. Yes, right. TKO owns UFC. Is that how that works?
No, the UFC.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. TKO partners with UFC. Is that how
Who's TKO?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Total Knockout something. They own WWE and part of TNA and some.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe.
UFC.
Maybe. I'm just not familiar with it.
I'm learning. Okay.
I might not be familiar with it. That might be it.
I don't keep up with like TV wrestling anymore. I haven't in years. I do for like not storyline purposes, but for tape. Like
Yeah.
how to do this. I'll come up with a big man finish here.
Mm-hmm.
Pick up one of like Big Boss Man. I don't know if you remember Big Boss Man.
Yeah.
But
So Big Show was good. Big Show
yeah, he was
awesome
good.
too.
And like those characters, I wasn't a fan of Big Boss Man and Big Show when I was younger. I thought they were different, but here I am picking up moves from these guys almost 20 years later.
Yeah.
I didn't think I would be, but you never know who's going to
Yeah.
inspire you in the business. So, all right, we talked about your go-to meal, which was, remind us again. Chipotle.
Yeah.
Yes. So we talked.
Or Publix. I love Publix.
Or pub subs.
Yeah, pub subs, man.
Okay. Chipotle pub subs. I love
Yep.
that. Okay. And then remind us what gym you go to again.
America Top Team Longwood.
Boom. Okay, so we talked about the Octagon. Yes. Sorry.
You're good.
I have a few more. That one's for the internet. No, not for the internet. I'm sorry. Alright. So, is there a specific fighter? With that being said, I couldn't find the question. With you never know who's gonna inspire you. Is there a specific fighter that you look up to that's drawn your inspiration from in your career?
So when I was younger, like I said, when I first started, like even knowing what the UFC was, my favorite fighter at the time was like Brock Lesnar. I loved him so much because I already knew him in the WWE, and when he transferred into the UFC and started dominating, became a world champion in 3 fights.
It's insane.
It was nuts. And he was just a ground and pound monster, and the aura he had when he walked down the aisle to go in the octagon was fucking awesome. So
It's a great answer.
in my youth, when I was young, like as a kid,
that.
like my favorite division to watch was like heavyweights and light heavyweights. Like they were, and at the time they were like the pinnacle. Like they were like the most known and the elite fighters were like the big guys. So like you have people like Forrest Griffin, Luke Rockhold, Brock Lesnar, Frank Mir. At the time, these were like big names. Cain Velasquez. And I watched those guys growing up, so they were like big inspirations for me. But I guess growing up, like Brock Lesnar was a huge inspiration for me, and George St. Pierre.
Yeah.
Rampage Jackson. He's a good.
Rampage Jackson.
Yeah, he's a good fighter. I like him a lot. He's also funny as shit. He's fucking awesome. When Kimbo Slice popped up on the scene, that introduced me. That made me feel actually good about my street fights when he popped up on the scene. So.
Interesting. Wait, he showed up?
Yeah, Kimbo fought in the UFC.
That's crazy.
For a little bit. Yeah. He was on the Ultimate Fighter too.
I just see some of his old school out barnyard matches, right? Well,
his bare knuckle brawl.
Yeah, and it would be a circle of people and them just going at it.
Yeah.
I remember that. Holy moly! That just reminded me. That man can fight.
Yeah, Jorge Masvidal, that's how he popped up on the scene too. It was bare knuckle brawls. Him and Kimbo Slice were actually linked up. They were friends. And
that is scary.
Yeah, they were both doing the thing.
That is scary. Okay, so.
But I guess now I would say my favorite fighters are Charles Oliveira's a good fighter.
Charles Oliveira.
He's one of the greats.
Is he in UFC?
Yeah, these are UFC fighters. Now I'm talking about.
What are we all on? 309? 310?
310.
310. I just started watching at 298. Yeah, so I'm a new fan.
Yeah.
Literally. I'm learning everybody as I go, honestly.
Carlos Pratis is cool too, but I'm pretty sure he worships the devil.
Oh man.
Yeah. He's got some satanic tattoos.
There's some crazy people.
And he smokes and drinks before his fights. Now I keep your ass smoking and drink, but
before the fight?
Before his fights, right?
You can do that?
Damn, dude, he smokes a pack a day
or
something like that. He smokes.
Oh, you mean cigarettes?
Yeah. Yeah, but. So that doesn't make me feel as bad about being a fighter either, smoking. So, but no, I'm pretty sure that he's
Wait. You can smoke and drink before you go to a fight?
Yeah. Actually, I think he doesn't. I would say that.
Is it because? How?
This is
no.
I mean, I'll drink before a fight. I'll take a shot before a fight. I mean.
Well, I know how. But is it because you signed something saying that if you get hurt, X, Y, and Z, you signed a waiver? Is that why?
Why what?
You can go out and get drunk and X, Y, and Z? Because if you sign a waiver, regardless, I mean, wait, no. Tell me no. Okay. Okay, so if you,
But yeah, he smokes and drinks for his fights.
and no one says,
No.
So
Because what the athletic commission what they test for when they drug test these athletes is steroids and stuff like that.
So if you were to have a beer and, you know, your peacemaker in front of your talent relation, or is there a talent relation?
No.
Is in front of like the promoter?
They probably drink with you.
Oh.
Depends on who you fight for. Depends on who you fight for.
Oh my god.
So,
That's what. Have you ever drinking before, mate?
twice.
Oh
Twice.
shit! Wait. How was it?
You feel better. You feel better. You feel less nervous. You're ready to go. You're on fire. So.
Oh.
And when you're already fired up, like honestly, taking a shot, like it kind of makes
warm.
it. Yeah, it makes the
Your blood was already going.
makes the nerves calm down a little bit, which is weird, but it does. It makes the
No delayed?
Hmm?
No delayedness?
no.
Good. Damn.
But no, he drinks a lot and smokes a lot, but
A shot, you know?
but he knocks motherfuckers out. So I can't be like hating.
A shot won't hurt. But like, that's the problem. I would want more than one shot. That's why I'm like, what is it? I'm not really a shot guy though either. You know, I'll do. I like Jameson, but like, I'm not really like a shot guy.
Yeah.
Like if someone says, "Hey, do you want a shot?" Most people won't do Jameson, but that's what I think of right away. Like most people would do like a Smartie or something, or like a fucking, I don't know, something simple, but no. But no, that's what I think of. Like before wrestling, oh man, it probably would loosen me up a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, but I'm just not good enough where I can do that.
I think it's more of just a mental thing.
I
and
can
just do
it really
yeah,
is.
That's what I'm saying.
It really is. I've had beers before wrestling, but not before a match. I'm too trying to focus.
Well, beer,
I'm more focused on my
I would definitely
opponent.
wouldn't drink. I don't even fart. I definitely wouldn't drink a beer before.
I'm more focused on my opponent.
I'll throw up
this
for sure.
motherfucker trying to, like, so the persona and okay, so
Like especially if I chug a beer before a fight, that's probably coming back up.
so like yeah. Like you mentioned earlier, you mentioned that fighting is primal.
Yeah.
And there's a certain competition, a certain drive for success,
Mm-hmm.
and you know the business that you're in all the time. You know, everyone wants to like progress to the next spot, next match.
Yeah.
Same way with wrestling, but there's a little bit more hunger and a little bit more thirst when it comes to like fighters. You know, advancing past whoever they may be. So I thought that was really interesting. I just thought I would touch base on that again because that was a really good answer. I wasn't expecting. I wasn't expecting that. That was really really good. Let's see. So the toughest challenge that you've had to face so far being a fighter, what would that be?
Cutting weight.
Okay, like
Cutting
going
weight.
down.
Yeah, making the weight's fucking hard.
What is that?
I fought at 70 for like the majority of my fights, and then just recently when I transferred to MMA, I cut to 55. So.
Cut to weight, like body size weight, like BMI.
Like most of it's water weight, but yes, if you're cutting a lot of weight, you're probably gonna lose a little bit of muscle.
Damn.
Yeah.
Who decides this? Like what?
You do. The fighter does, really. I mean, if you're smart, you'll try to weight bully, I guess you could say.
So you want to go down?
Yeah. Well, if
I'm faster.
Yeah, especially since I'm tall. I try to be the tall guy in all my fights. So going at 55, those guys really typically aren't as tall as me.
So you don't have to move as much.
I just have a reach advantage.
Stay in the middle.
Huh?
You stay in the middle.
I try. I do.
It's interesting.
I'll bang, that's for sure. I have, and most of my fights are bangers. Like, I think the only fight that really went to the ground was when I fought not Noah. When I fought Ben Panic, and I slammed him on his head the first round, and then.
Oh, you guys can slam.
I was in, yeah, and then I was in. I do MMA. Yeah, I was in.
Mount.
No. It wasn't that. I'm trying to think. Now I can't think. See, now I can't think.
Florida. You're on top.
Knee shield. He had knee shield, and I was trying to just stay in half guard. I was just trying to stay in half guard
Okay.
and just rain punches, and I couldn't. Every time I would rain punches and he pulled me down, he held me there for a little bit. So the first round was really just a waste of him just trying to hold me down while I'm on top raining punches. The second round, I took him down again, or he tried to take me down actually, and I stuffed him. And then the same thing happened where I slammed him again, but I was trying to advance, and then I got to mount. And then the round was over. Third round, it was a little bit more strikes involved, and it got to the ground again. But I was just kind of staying in mount, and he was holding me again. And they didn't want to see another round go by, so they pulled us up, and then after that, it was just a slugfest.
So how many fights a year do you have?
I try to fight a lot. So
A lot.
yeah, I try to fight a lot. So if I can get 6 to 7 fights a year, I'm happy.
I can tell it's a lot, but as you say, a lot. That's a lot.
That is a lot. But I like last year I had maybe hold on 5 fights, 6.
5 fights. Damn. So that's one. That's a lot. That's one every season for sure. And that's almost two almost every season. That's crazy. That's so in between these bouts, these 4, 5, 6 bouts, however maybe they be.
Yeah. So I'm 3-1-1 in Muay Thai. So I'm talking about my Muay Thai records, my kickboxing record too, with my MMA record.